Checking 1 2.
Check 1 2. Can you hear me?
What's going on, everybody? Here we go. Another episode of Make the Right Play. As always, we're back to our usual setup. Things are feeling back to normal. We got the coach on my left, as always. Yabui behind the camera, making everything look good for us, making everything work. We appreciate you, Yabui Media. Shout out Yabui Media. Does a great job, as always. Coach, we finally made it through Southern Village. It's finally finished. We made it through. It's, the finished product came out on Sunday. How you feeling? You led in the movie, you leading lady. How you feeling today?
Well, I have to admit, I was very nervous. I couldn't even eat the whole day. I kept thinking about the movie. I was afraid that I wasn't going to be that great. Yep. And then I watched it and I was like, oh my gosh, that was so good. And I was so happy. And I thought I did a good job acting. So I'm in a really good mood. After that, we went home. We had a big steak dinner.
Yeah, steak dinner at midnight. It was awesome. Such a blast. No, it was good. I was happy. I think, after that first scene that we were both in, like the first scene in the movie, I could tell you kind of relaxed a little bit more. So it was good once that first scene kind of got out of the way.
Yeah.
It was good. Totally. It was good to see. Totally. Dad made a joke too. He's like, as soon as that first scene ended, you leaned over. You were like, I'm kind of hungry now. Because you didn't eat all day. You were like, I can't eat. Then the first scene comes and rolls through and the scene ends and you lean over. You're like, all right, I'm ready to eat now.
It's true.
I thought you were going to send him over to the snack table or something. Get that free popcorn.
Do you need me to go see the vendors? I was like, no, we're going to wait.
He came back. He could have been eating all that chicken like those people in front of us. I think it was like Jerome's family, right? That was housing that chicken.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, they
were housing chicken, just crushing it.
It smelled so good,
It did. It looked good, too. It looked good. I don't know how they ate it with all those dresses on.
They looked fantastic.
They looked great. They all came and looked fantastic. And then I just see them in their laps just housing this chicken. I'm like, oh my God.
Jerome's mother even had on a crown. She had on a crown and thing of food.
It
and
was
like,
it was so funny. I saw it. I was like, oh my God, look at these guys housing the chicken. I was like,
I have to say, they were so proud and supportive of
Yeah,
Jerome, and
they
I was so
were.
happy to see that. He deserved it because
He
he
did.
really put his heart and soul into that movie.
he did. He worked really hard.
So to see his family supporting him, they were all
Yeah.
color coded with green. It was like
I know that. I thought that was pretty funny
thought
that
that
they all
was
came color coded
adorable.
as green.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty cool.
And you know what's so funny is I found a gray dress and I was really unhappy about it because I really wanted like a red dress. It turns out great because nobody had on gray. I was the only one.
You were the only one. Yeah.
So I stood out in the crowd. It looked
The dress looked
fantastic.
good, though.
It did. It actually looked
You
really
had that
good.
nice like sash that went with it. I thought
Yeah,
it
you
looked
know,
good.
God provides. God
Yeah.
provides. Why don't we show everybody a few pictures?
Oh, yeah, let's show some pictures. Let's show some pictures. Well, I
and
know
then we'll
you're-
get to the UFOs. We definitely
We're definitely
have
gonna
a
get
lot
to the
to talk
UFOs.
about the
Yeah.
drones.
The drones that they say. But yeah, no, let's take a look at some of the pictures because there was so many great ones. I know your favorite one was you wearing
Oh,
the
hold on.
you
Let's
don't
not
wanna
give
go
it
there
away.
yet?
Let's not give it
Okay.
away.
All right. So let's show this is the
there
three of
it
us. There it is.
is.
Oh, wearing the belt. There it is. That's the sacred belt.
That was the best moment because
Yeah.
when Enrico says, Leesan, here, he goes, Carlos, I'm going to let your mother wear the belt. I was like, I was so excited. I got to wear the belt.
It was
Look, you can
unbelievable.
see how happy I am. I was like a little kid in that
I know.
picture.
Look at that
my
belt.
face. Isn't that belt beautiful?
I know. Well, I actually said I was like, I told Dad when we were walking up, I was like, I think I'm gonna ask him if I could wear the belt. I think I'm gonna ask him and see what he says and if he'll give it to me. And then he gave it to you, and I was like, oh,
exciting.
unbelievable.
Oh, I was so happy for Enrico
Yeah.
too because that movie really was so good.
Yeah.
That was his best work so far.
Yeah.
And I love the
I love that
editing that
picture,
your
too.
bully did. Oh my God. Look at
Yeah.
Enrico. Oh,
That was a nice picture.
Yeah.
Rico was really happy once the movie ended and like he was,
it was
you know,
so good.
he was
He
happy.
should be very proud of himself.
Well, I kept asking him too. I was like, you know, like, oh, were you happy with how it turned out? Did we tell your story the way that you wanted it to? And he insisted. He was like, yeah, you guys were phenomenal. You told it exactly what I, envisioned for it. So he was really happy. So I'm happy to, that we were able to do that.
Yeah.
So yeah, for those who are listening, we're taking a look at some of the photos. There's the Make the Right Play crew right
Yeah,
there.
there's your
There's your
Yabui.
buoy. Shout out your buoy. There's the Make the Right Play crew right there helping us out because, of course, your buoy is such an amazing at everything that he does that he shot the whole movie. He was a
And edited the whole
cinematographer for the movie and edited the whole movie.
Yeah.
So he's just, such a talented guy. If you ever need all your media needs, go to Yabui Media if you're in the Pensacola
He's
area.
the hardest working man in show business.
He is, by far. You got to go to Yabui Media, though. He does a great job. He did a fantastic job with the movie, as everybody did, the
fantastic.
whole
I
crew.
love the editing. I
Yeah.
mean, there were certain things that were in there that really captured the whole essence,
Mm-hmm.
that it made me really feel for like our veterans. and-
Yeah. No, I
it
100%
was really
agree with that.
fantastic.
Yeah, totally. No, but it was a great event.
And did you put the picture of Dad with?
Yeah, so the spouses.
Yes,
yeah, it
let's
should be
have
up
the.
there.
I want to
That's
show
it.
that picture.
Yep. Yeah, this is a great
Because
picture. Oh my gosh.
what happened to Daddy's and
Oh, there we
Jerome?
go. There we go.
Good.
What's going up? There we go.
Well,
tall.
that's Jerome. He's the leading man.
Yep.
That's his beautiful wife.
Yep.
That's me, and then that's my husband, who looks so freaking good. I was
He
like,
did. He
Scott
crushed the
Villa,
outfit,
man.
too.
What are we back in
He crushed it.
1998, baby?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, he looks so fine.
He
Look
did.
at him. Oh my gosh.
That's a good-looking crew right there.
Yeah.
It's a good-looking
I mean,
crew.
I have to say, our spouses were so supportive because we had to do a lot of tele rehearsals because Jerome lives pretty far. He lives like about an hour and a half away.
In Mobile, Alabama.
Yeah.
I think he said it about 8 times that he's from Mobile, representing Mobile, Alabama. I don't think anybody could have missed that he was from Mobile. So shout out Mobile,
we
Alabama.
had a lot of tele rehearsals
Yes,
where we'd
tons.
be holed up. Like I'd be in my room, he'd be in his room or whatever, and we'd be working on the film.
Yep.
So our spouses were so supportive. We couldn't have done it without them. So
Absolutely.
they deserve a lot of credit.
Round of applause for the spouses. Round of applause for the spouses. Great job to the spouses. Awesome job. Very, very supportive. There it is. Perfect. That's what I'm talking about. All right. So, yeah, I think.
As soon as the movie starts streaming, we're gonna let you know ASAP.
Yes, we are. Yes, no. As soon as it's able for everybody to watch, we're gonna get it out to you guys. We want you guys to see it. It really was a great movie. In my
agree.
opinion, Elrico's best work so far.
Yeah.
I thought between the storytelling and just everything all around the cast and the crew, definitely think it by far the best one so far.
And you know what I was relieved about?
What was that?
That the UFO invasion is happening after the movie premiere.
Yeah, I guess so, right? I guess it is happening after. I mean, I think it finally came to a head. It only took a couple months, but now everybody decided that we're going to talk about the UFOs. It only took so long.
We've been reporting it for a long time.
I know.
We have been talking about the UFOs
weeks.
with our own little, hypotheses of what it was about. But let's get started, Carlos.
All right, let's get started. Well, that's what people wanted to talk about. And the UFOs, I mean, honestly, in my opinion, and you said the same thing, I think it's some of the biggest news in the world right now. The fact that we have these drones flying over the Garden State, New Jersey, just hanging out, and nobody seems to do anything about it.
Well, maybe they feel like if they're in New Jersey, nobody would think they're an alien because they're such weirdos from Jersey, you know.
Yeah. Well, aliens and the Guidos hanging out down by the beach. I think that they're showing how to party at Jersey Shore style.
I love Jersey people. Listen, my father's from New Jersey, my husband's from New Jersey, so I love New Jersey. Okay, so I was just making a joke.
3 strikes, Kyle. You're out. Right, that's the South Park.
But I mean, let's show the news clip from the CBS Philly, just to show people this is really in the news now. We're not just wackadoos talking about aliens like everybody probably thought we were.
Main story last night. CBS News in Philadelphia. This was the main story. You guys got to check this out.
Large drones that have been seen flying over parts of New Jersey since Thursday.
Some were described as large as like an SUV, had blinking lights on them.
Neighbors captured videos and photos as police investigate who's behind this and why they're being flown over areas like Cherry Hill, Mount Laurel, Medford, and Evesham Township.
I would like to know that, they're spying on you, because I don't know how much they can see into your house, things like that.
And it's not just happening in South Jersey. Drones were also seen flying over electrical transmission lines and police and military installations in Central and North Jersey. One drone was seen hovering over the Trump National Golf Club Philadelphia in Pine Hill.
Just trying to find out if it's anything nefarious, anything suspicious going on.
As neighbors wait for answers, Governor Phil Murphy posted on X saying he's met with state and federal Homeland Security officials to discuss the drone activity.
No, I'm sorry. There's something going on there.
Yep.
I mean, why are they over New Jersey?
Yeah.
What is so special about New Jersey that there's so many drones flying over New Jersey?
Well, it's actually funny that you say that because, right before we even started the show, you came up, I think, with your best point of the day so far, and you said that it was actually Dad who said it. Was, what if they're looking for something? If they're looking for something in particular.
Yeah.
And, we were talking about, what the hell is even in New Jersey that they're looking at? What are they kind of looking for? So we did some research. You said you got to look it up.
We actually had a big fight over it.
We did.
Because he said, there's nothing in New Jersey. I said, Carlos, there's an arsenal in New Jersey. Mom, they're all in Colorado.
You said there was nuclear weapons in New Jersey,
well,
and there is not nuclear weapons in New Jersey.
It's even bigger.
It's not even bigger.
It is. He said Captain America's in New Jersey.
Captain America did come from New Jersey.
Okay?
He did come from New Jersey.
He
did come from New Jersey.
So why did you say what's in New Jersey?
It's military installation Garden State. They even said in Avengers Endgame. It's true. He did come from New Jersey. That is where he came from originally. He did a lot of stuff there. But so I looked it up, right? Because you said, there's military, there's nuclear weapons, there's nuclear weapons.
There's an arsenal. It's a very strategic spot.
Picatinny Arsenal.
I thought you said Piccatitty.
Piccatitty.
I was like, what do you mean so disgusting for Piccatitty?
Listen.
I know we're talking about New Jersey, but even they can come up with better words.
That's a different show. We talk about pick and titties, but no, this here we're talking about Piccatini Arsenal. It's located in the Morris County area, right? So it's Morris County. And basically what it is, and I have the exact definition. So it serves as a headquarters for the United States Armament Research, Development, and Engineering Center, and employs highly skilled technicians, scientists, and engineers engaged in a full range of armament research and development. So basically, it's a massive research center. They test weapons, they develop weapons, and then kind of get it out to the front lines or get it to where it needs to go. There don't store nuclear weapons there, but I would be, now that we kind of get the juices flowing here. We're talking about what are they looking for. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they're trying to zoom in on some research that they're doing at the facility. Even though I don't know where these drones are coming from, and that's where my kind of unrest or uneasy feeling is kind of happening. Like, whose drones are these? Because
Well,
it seems to be up in the air.
There's a lot of hypotheses. Some people say it's China.
Yeah.
Which I think China's a really far away place to be coming from.
It is.
I mean, they'd have to be like a submarine under the ocean. Like they'd have to be working with Russia where there's like a sub and then they can rise up from the ocean.
That's a long ride.
Well, I mean, you never know, right?
Yeah.
Why don't we take a look at the New Jersey congressman
Okay.
who was talking about how the drones are coming from the ocean?
Yes. So the New Jersey congressman. Okay. So let's take a look at that.
Right? Is that the name of
Yep.
it?
That is the name of it. Yep.
Okay, good.
Last night, I was on the beach in Island State Park in Ocean County with the sheriff. He has been working it every single night. He's got his own tethered drones chronicling. One of his officers 2 nights ago saw 50 drones come in off the ocean right there. So we thought maybe they'll replicate it. They didn't, but we thought it was a possibility. Last night, we had a number of other people there, including a commanding officer from the Coast Guard, who said that one of their 47-foot motor lifeboats was followed by between 12 and 30 of these drones as they went through the water, followed right behind them.
Like, that's just unbelievable.
Could you imagine being on a boat in the middle of the ocean and having 12 to 30 drones chasing you? I'd be like,
Yeah, like you're just flooring it and the things are firing right behind you.
The boat would be
Well, I'm surprised they didn't shoot at it.
Well, what are the rules of engagement?
Yeah.
Like, are you allowed to shoot at a drone, at a strange
You gotta
drone just
think
coming after you?
You are. Like, I don't know. I feel like that's like reasonable. Like, I'm going to shoot at this shit.
I'm
That
just
it's fucking
picturing
coming at
Miami
me.
Vice.
Yeah.
You know, like, like, a drone.
And the freaky looking drone, like they're like the triangle lights and all this description of it.
That
It's
is
fucking
insane.
weird.
And they just come out of the ocean.
Yeah.
Like, how crazy is that? Like, just all of a sudden, it must have been like a horror movie. Because I could
Yeah.
only
I'd be
imagine where
shitting
the
a brick.
water is like moving.
It's like that scene from. Have you ever seen the Godzilla -1, the newer Godzilla?
No, I
So
don't.
there's a scene in it where they're like in this little ass boat and they're flooring it, and he's like right in their ass, and they're like throwing these old World War II bombs at him, like trying to shoot at it, and it's this little ass boat, and these Godzilla's right behind. Like that's how I picture it. It's like all these like giant drones coming out, and they're like, oh fuck.
And the best
Like,
is like everybody's trying to gaslight
Yeah.
you. And there's this one New Jersey congressman who has balls, who's
Right.
like, I'll go on the record. Look at a picture of this ship.
Yeah, they got
And
chased.
we went there, but it didn't happen last night when we were all there ready for them.
Well, I know. I
We
love
were
that.
there
I love that
ready
when
for
he's
them.
like, we thought they would do it again, so we all got ready to watch it, and then it didn't happen again. But then the other night they said that they chased him. It's just so crazy.
I know, but that's Jersey.
Yeah,
That's
that is Jersey. That is
You know
Jersey.
that, but hey, that guy has some balls.
They were
He's
probably
going
hanging
on
out
the
at
record.
DJ's.
He's
They're probably hanging out before the drones, and then they,
and stop by, get your beers.
Yeah.
Where do they like to party? The
in
Jersey
Belmar.
Shore, Belmar.
Yeah, they were probably
yes.
hanging out in Belmar, getting fucked up, and then all of a sudden, you know, the drones didn't come. They're like, oh shit. Who knows if they even got out of the bar before the drones came? That's probably why they missed it.
Well, you know what they said. So today, the latest news was that we
Right.
couldn't stop laughing because we're like, this has to be like an AI TikTok prank, whatever. That somebody said that Iran are the ones
Oh my
who
God,
have
yeah.
a mothership. There's a mothership in the ocean
was just
with all
crazy.
these drones. So
Yeah.
we're like, this is fake. This isn't real.
It has
This
to
ha-
be.
It's a real person actually saying that they. So,
Yeah.
you, Bowie, you have to show this
We
clip.
gotta
This
show
is
this.
breaking news if you haven't seen it today. The drones are from Iran.
Yeah, the drones are from Iran. Hold on, I think that's what I labeled it.
Iran. This is what we're supposed to.
It was unbelievable when I saw it. I was
Oh
like,
my
you
gosh.
got to be kidding me with this.
It's such a crazy clip.
Iran,
Yeah.
yeah. You got to look.
Oh
this
my
was
gosh.
nuts.
This
I thought
was
this was
crazy.
fake.
Republican
I really thought this
Congressman
was
Jeff
fake.
Van Drew of New Jersey, member of the House Judiciary Committee on the Hill right now. How do you address this at this point?
Well, here's the real deal, Harris. You know, I'm also on the Transportation Committee, on the Aviation Subcommittee, and I've gotten to know people. And from very high sources,
gotten to
very
know people.
qualified sources, very responsible sources, I'm going to tell you the real deal. Iran launched a mothership probably about a month ago that contains these drones. That mothership is off, I'm going to tell you the deal. It's off the east coast of the United States of America. They've launched drones, is everything that we can see or hear. And again, these are from high sources. I don't say this lightly. Now, we know there was a probability it could have been our own government. We know it's not our own government because they would have let us know. It could have been some really glorified hobbyist or hobbyists that were doing something unbelievable. They don't have the technology. But let's pretend that's possible. The third possibility was somebody, an adversarial country, doing this. Know that Iran made a deal with China to purchase drones, motherships, and technology in order to go forward. The sources I have are good. They can't reveal who they are because they are speaking to me in confidentiality. These drones should be shot down.
Listen.
These drones should be shot down.
Insane.
Well, I can agree with that. I can get on board with that.
Is this? We're supposed to believe that Iran sent a mothership off the coast of New Jersey and is sending drones to go and surveil. Who do you think we want to go into war with next? Who's the next? We just went to war with Syria. Well, no.
We didn't go to war with Syria.
We did. We had nothing to do with Syria. We'll get to that later, right? But who are we looking to pick a fight with next? I'm going to guess Iran.
That's a good guess. That's a good guess. It's close to Syria.
It's
right there.
Next. And you know what Iran did? They sent drones all over New Jersey.
Well, and spying on Trump's golf course.
So it's time to go and invade Iran before Trump takes office because that's the last one on our hit list.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so ridiculous.
And it is. It's 100% ridiculous. But I mean...
Oh, come on.
That was just... I loved when he was like, I can't reveal my sources because they spoke to me in confidentiality. Is
anybody else buying this? That this is Iran?
No, it's not Iran. It has to be us. I have to think that it's us. I have to think that it's the U.S. government.
But let me ask you, Carlos. One of the things I noticed in that clip that was the most shocking is that 22 mayors demanded a meeting with the governor. Yeah. And in that clip, it said the governor was a no-show.
Yeah.
He didn't show up to the meeting.
Yeah. He was like
so that means that the government has to be in on it, and he doesn't want to have to answer questions, right?
There has to be. There's just, it doesn't make any sense, and the fact that I've read articles too that people are trying to get their drones to kind of get surveillance of these things, and they can't get that done.
Well, people want answers.
Yeah.
So even the citizens of New Jersey say, you know what? I got a drone. I'm going to send up my drone, and we're going to get some pictures, and we're going to find out what the hell is going on.
Right.
Nobody knows
just
what's
like that.
going on. I'm going to find out tonight. I'm sending up the drone, honey. Let's show the video.
Let's show what happened. This poor guy. Quick. It's very quick too. It's just like, just didn't work out.
Oh, which one is it?
It's it should be Citizen engages drone. Yes.
Citizen engages drone.
Yep.
Right here over Picatinny, there was a drone just hanging out. I put my drone up in the air and went towards it. I had full battery life. Not 3 minutes into the flight, I lost control of the drone. Warning on my screen, lost control, and my drone started going down, dead battery.
I love the Christmas deliveries.
Yeah, the Christmas delivery is right behind him. He's like, I had full battery, and then all of a sudden, I didn't have full battery.
You know who I could see doing that?
Who's
Natasha's husband, James.
Oh,
I could see if there was a drone over their house
goodness.
every night, he would be like, this is some bullshit.
Goodness.
I'm
He
sending
would be
the
at
drone
Best Buy
up
right
there,
now.
And he would be totally doing his own investigation.
Yeah, he would. He'd have his fucking drone up there so fast.
Full battery.
Yeah.
Full battery, and then it's out.
And it's out.
Just
like instantly. That's
what do you
weird.
Think about that?
I think it probably shot some like EMP at it or something and drained it completely and shut it down. That's honestly what I think happened. I mean, these drones, they're so big and they're so just, obviously technologically advanced where they're moving quickly and they don't fly like planes. I know a lot of people are like, oh, that's a plane. It's not a plane. Like it's very clear now that, and they're even fighting about it in Congress. Like this is clearly an issue.
It totally is an issue.
The guy asked the FBI today. He's like, what do you have? Like, do we just not know what the hell these things are? He's like, I don't know. I have no idea. I've been investigating this for a month. I have no idea. Yeah, let's show that clip where he's yelling at the FBI guy because it's really just. I love it when he's like, do you have any idea what this is? No, I don't.
You're telling me we don't know what the hell these drones are in New Jersey are? Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
That's right.
It's crazy. I mean, that's crazy. That's madness that we don't know what these drones are.
What is going on in New Jersey?
So, sir, the FBI and our Newark field office, along with the state and local partners there, the Bureau is actively investigating the situation you mentioned, just the unexplained
sighting of drone activity over that part of New Jersey, including proximity to sensitive sites and areas of concern. So we do not attribute.
Like they just don't have any answers. They have no answers to what this is. And that just makes me feel like that there's just like big time colluding, like there's something going on.
It's either one or two things. We have to believe that the U.S. government is totally incompetent and that the trillions of dollars we spend a year on the military is a huge waste of money because unless we're blowing up people in Ukraine, when it comes to our own airspace, we can't get it done. We could just have drones all over the place, chasing the Coast Guard, going everywhere, and we can't figure it out at all. Or it's a false flag event, and it's the U.S. government's drones. And they're trying to gaslight all of us. That's what I think.
It's U.S. government drones. It has to be.
Or
it doesn't make any sense that it's not.
There's a third theory, maybe.
Okay.
That Biden is just so incompetent and corrupt that he's allowing China, the same way that they flew the red balloon all across the country and they never shot it down, that he's letting people come and fly their drones around and take pictures of our bases.
Yeah.
That could also be like, I mean, this is just my guess. This is allegedly. I'm just guessing. We're throwing theories out there.
Right.
This is for entertainment purposes. I'm thinking of everything that we could say. But what I'm saying
everything that we could say
is that what if, in all seriousness, he's like, listen, this is my last hurrah. I'm only here for a month.
Right.
Do me a favor. Go and, like they pay him off.
Yeah.
They're going, they're getting all the surveillance they know because under Trump, they know this shit wouldn't happen. And they're also getting pictures of where Trump lives in New Jersey.
Does he live in New Jersey, or is it just his golf course? Yes, he has the Trump golf course. He lives in Florida and he lives in New Jersey. Oh wow, I didn't realize he lived on the golf course.
He's like a permanent resident of Mar-a-Lago, but in the summers he goes up to New Jersey. They play golf. Those winter.
It's a nice course, I heard, in Jersey. Yeah.
He's old.
Right.
He's old.
He's
so
hanging out.
How they all are in the Northeast.
Yeah, I mean, I think it makes sense like that they're surveilling the golf course just to use it as kind of an excuse, like, oh, they're surveilling Trump's golf course. They're looking for Trump, but it wouldn't make any sense though because everybody knows Trump's out of Mar-a-Lago for the most part. So why aren't there any drones?
But he's in New Jersey all the time during the summer. Even Ivanka's buried
I know,
there.
but what month is this? This is December 11th.
I know, but maybe they think he may come back. He's always going back and forth to New York and stuff.
Well, he was just in France bitching Macron.
Did you see
looking
that
like
handshake?
A puss, yeah.
Oh my gosh,
with the arm over, we should have gotten that. That would have been perfect.
When
he just manhandles him, he totally manhandles him.
Like, I think he was saying, "Yeah, bitch, I'm back, Macron. What are you gonna do
just
about
named
it?"
Time Person of the Year 2024, Donald Trump.
He should be
officially the winner. Yeah, I saw that. I was like, thank God. I thought they were gonna name Kamala Harris. I was like, don't you have to win to be Person of the Year?
I think they named her saddest Person of the Year.
Yeah, probably. Is she even alive? Where is she? She's in a bar somewhere. Just died.
She's in a drone.
Yeah, she's in a drone. Yeah, she's flying one of those drones around like, it's me, bitch.
I take out Donald Trump's
she's flying around like it's like fucking Star Trek.
We have to show this video. We had an argument over this too because I thought this was the most important video.
Oh,
when
this
you're on
video?
an airplane and you're seeing a drone, that would freak me out.
Take a look at the chat. I want to hear from you guys because I know we have some viewers watching. I want to hear what you guys think of this video. I don't know what this looks like. Take a look. Let's get the drones from the plane, the view from the plane. No, it's okay.
You included it, right?
Oh, it's there.
All
it's
right,
there.
Good.
Yeah, 50
because we
50
have a lot
drones
of
in the
debates over
sky.
our
Is the name of
videos and our topics.
Look at this.
Look at that. It's like an army.
Look at all those. I mean, what do you guys think, chat? What do you guys think?
That was over New York. That was somebody going into New York on a plane, and they took video footage of that. He said, "Oh, I see the water." I said, "I see clouds. I don't see any water."
I heard that it's the water.
No, that's a cloud.
You think that they're just hanging out up there?
They're all over the United States. It's not just New Jersey. All over the United States. We showed them in Arizona. We showed them in Texas. They showed them in California. They showed them in Las Vegas.
If a commercial airline is flying right next to it, you don't think the FAA would have any sort of statement on what the fuck is up there?
No, I don't, because if they're
Why
letting
not?
it fly over military bases and they're letting it fly over people's houses and they're letting it chase
Well,
the
where are
Coast
these
Guard,
pilots?
why
Where
wouldn't?
are all these pilots coming forward and saying, "Yeah, I'm flying my
We
Boeing
actually showed them.
747,
We've
flying
actually-
right by it," and it's
They're
like, where
being
are they?
censored. How much you want to bet they're being censored?
They have to be. I guess I don't know if they're signing like
I'm sure-
NDAs or something
Look,
that they
how many
can't.
times do pilots see stuff and they're not allowed to talk about it?
Well, that Charlie Kirk pilot was like, "Look at this shit."
Well,
Remember
Charlie
that?
Kirk was in the cockpit.
Yeah.
That could
So
have
have
been
you guys
a
ever
private
seen
plane.
this before?
I don't know if that was
I
commercial,
didn't even know what the hell I
though.
was looking at in that video, but no, that was a private plane.
Yeah.
That was a private plane.
So, I mean, honestly, they're all over the country, but I can't imagine being in an airplane flying and seeing all those drones at
No,
the
that
same
would
time.
be that would be
freak
alarming.
me
Yeah,
out.
that would be alarming if we're flying by and you're just taking a look and you just see. I don't even like. What do you even describe that as? I guess it just all these.
It's
like,
a fleet.
Yeah.
It's a fleet.
It's a fleet. Oh, that's a good term right
It
there.
is. It's a
That's
fleet.
a good term, a fleet. Yeah, I guess in reality, yeah, you're right. Well, speaking about fleets and, massive showing of force, the Syrians, this whole story came out of absolute nowhere, to be honest with you. We talked about it last week, I think,
Because
for the
we were
first time.
shocked and we couldn't figure anything out. We didn't even have anything to say
Yeah,
about it
because
because we're
it
like,
was- it
I
was
have
like, what the
no
hell is
idea.
this?
Oh, I have some ideas now.
Oh
though.
my God. Well, for those who don't know, and if you don't know, guys, you got to get out from under the rock that you're living in. Holy shit. But Syria completely fell between the last episode and today. A whole country got toppled in reality, excuse me. In reality, the whole country toppled in 4 days.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Well,
How does
Assad
that
fled
happen?
to Moscow. He just split. He was like, I'm
Yeah,
out
he's
of here.
out. He's hanging out in the Kremlin with Putin.
Yeah, they even took a picture of the two of them. And now the new leader is Abu Mohammed al-Jani. He's the new puppet.
Al-Jani.
I mean leader. I mean puppet. I mean leader. I mean, what is this guy?
He's a killer. He's got a bounty on his head.
All I know is let's take a look.
Let's show the picture of Al-Jani.
The new leader, the new puppet, I don't know what to call him.
Because they don't even he doesn't even have an official title. I don't even know. Like he's just the dictator, warlord, or whatever, which they call the Assad a dictator. Not right. Not right. Al-Jalani. This is him. So this is the new guy right there.
So that's his cleaned up look.
That's his cleaned up
That
look.
was him when he was a terrorist on the left. Now he's a good guy. He's a good little puppet on the right.
Yes.
He cleans it up. You see how the beard is more like coiffed. It's
Right.
like, more groomed.
It
and
is coiffed.
He has like less of a crazy eye and more of MK Ultra eye
Yes.
in the second
MK
picture.
Ultra.
Right? He has the
MK
MK Ultra
Ultra.
eyes in the second picture. In the first one, he has the crazy eyes. Am I wrong though? Am I wrong? Look at that face in that
I
second
don't
picture.
know if he's brainwashed.
He's totally
Listen, we're gonna get to
brainwashed.
brainwashing because
Listen,
I don't
this
think
guy-
that's an
this
incorrect
guy,
theory. I don't think
is
that
a
he's
scumbag
he's
who's
one of them.
responsible for multiple terrorist attacks.
He is.
was
He's a
Al
piece of
Qaeda.
shit.
He was ISIS. The
Right.
U.S. officially labeled him a terrorist when he used to have crazy eyes.
Yeah, put a
okay?
$10 million reward on him.
And now he gets the support of the U.S. We got to show the wanted poster.
Yeah, you
so
gotta
you
take a
guys
look at
know
this,
that
the
I'm
bounty.
not full of crap. This guy was wanted last week for $10 million.
This was unbelievable
$10
when I saw this.
they wanted for
Well,
him.
it was in 2017 they put it out, but he was still
But he
wanted
was
last
still
week. Yeah.
wanted.
It should say bounty on it. Yeah, look at
Look.
that. Stop this terrorist. There
Up
he
to
is.
a $10 million reward. See the crazy eyes?
U.S. Embassy from Syria tweeted that out. So he's a wanted man. He's a total enemy, and now he's running the country, running the show with a new diverse platform.
Oh, he's woke now.
Changing. Yeah, woke.
He's
He's totally
woke.
woke. He's totally woke.
You should see the picture they sent out to everybody. His campaign poster show.
That wasn't the campaign poster. We don't have it. We don't have it. I
You
didn't get it from
didn't get it?
Redacted. No, I didn't get it from
Oh, my
Redacted.
gosh, I
I don't
had
want
a
to get in
great
trouble from
picture.
Redacted because
You
it's only
weren't gonna
theirs.
get in
It's only
trouble.
theirs. I don't
You
want. I
wouldn't
don't want to
have
have
gotten
a
in
problem
trouble.
from
We would have given
Redacted.
them. Anyway, there was a
We
picture
like
with him and the
Redacted.
Babel.
You guys got to check it out. It's actually a great interview. To be honest, I do want to plug the interview. You got to go check it out. This interview
Yeah.
from Redacted, where he talks to a Saudi,
An
I guess
Armenian.
an Armenian journalist.
Originally, yeah.
And he's speaking about what's kind of going on, and he really gives a really good in-depth backstory on what's happening down there. It's really good. You guys should go check it out. Redacted's a great show. It's live on Rumble. I would definitely go take a look at it.
Well,
for
I have to
information.
say, the thing that really upset me the most is that 80% of the Christian population had to run for their lives
fucking
after
fleed.
Assad's fall. He said, oh, well, they're all probably going to go to Lebanon and like they'll help them escape and they'll send some to Australia. They'll send some to the United States. Like you don't even have a choice where they're going to go. But let me be honest with you. There is a Christian genocide going on in this world.
Well, yeah, I'm glad you brought that up.
I'm tired of not talking about it because there is a real Christian genocide going on. Do you know
Some
in the
might say a
1900s?
Holocaust.
That's what I think. I think that it's a Holocaust and a genocide. There's so
That's
many
what she
horrible
said.
things going on to the Christians right now, and nobody ever talks about it.
No.
But who's the number one victim? It's always Christians. Think about it.
The Christians have been getting slaughtered for a long, 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 long time. Like, it's not something that's just recently happening. In the Middle East, the number of Christians in the Middle East has dramatically dropped. You can go look up the statistics.
And it's
really
almost impossible
absurd.
to look
It's
it
ridiculous.
up. Because like in the early 1900s, they said about 20% of the Middle Eastern population was Christian. Now it's about 4%.
Yeah,
But when you
give or
try
take.
to get the numbers, like let's put the years in order, you
Yeah,
can't
create a
find
graph.
it. Every site has different stats. You cannot find on Google reliable information
Right.
of what has happened to the Christian population in the Middle East. You know why? Because 6 million Jews would have been nothing compared to what's gone on with the Christians in the Middle East.
Calling them out. What's up?
That's all I'm
What's
saying.
up?
That's all I'm saying is
What's
that they're like,
up?
oh, 6 million Jews in the
Call
Holocaust.
them out.
And listen, I feel bad for the Jews in the Holocaust. However,
I don't know
let's
about- I don't know,
also
Coach.
talk about all the Christians who are dead in the Middle East. You
Yeah.
go from a 20% population, you're talking about millions and millions of people,
Right.
to now a 4% of the population.
It's a lot. Yeah.
I mean, so this guy used to be cutting people's heads off, most likely Christians,
In the
let's
street.
be honest.
He actually just cut somebody's head off the other day. The other day, it was live. If you can go look on X, we can't show it here because then YouTube will kick us off forever. But if you go and look on X, there's videos of him, like, you know, just gutting people open in the streets of Syria right now. This is a bad dude. This is a bad dude. Like, it's just, it's really bad.
Listen, just do some of your research because us Christians, we need to unite. And I have to tell you, it gets me upset every time I think about Ukraine and Russia
Yeah, you love
because
Ukraine.
those are two Christian countries killing each other.
Yeah, I know it is. You're 100% right.
So let's talk about who the number one beneficiary was of the fall in Syria. And this is the
Oh,
truth.
this is interesting.
I'm not making it up. Israel. Okay?
Israel.
As soon as Damascus fell, Israel wasted no time to grab their little piece of the pie. Okay?
Yeah. Well, it was their land first.
They went to the Golan Heights. It's not their land anymore. The same way that they. No, wait a minute. If we're gonna tell the Palestinians it's not your life and it's not your land anymore, right? Isn't that what we tell the Palestinians? It's not your land anymore. So it goes the same to the Jews. It's not your land anymore, Israel. That's Syria's land now. It gotta be the same thing. You have to have the same rules. You have to have the same rules. So you can't just go in there and say, now we're gonna take the Golan. You can't.
Yeah.
The same way they go to the Palestinians. You just can't. Yay!
Shout out to the spouses. Yeah, Rico. Hell yeah, man. Shout out to the spouses.
That's right.
He's going to get through like halfway through the episode.
I know,
He's going
then
to be
he's
like,
gonna be like,
yes.
okay.
They saw my comment. Hell yeah. Shout out El Rico. Yeah, we love you, man. Thank you so much for everything you did this weekend. But yeah, no.
Thank you.
No, you're 100% right. I did. Did you happen to check out that video with Netanyahu when he was talking about the whole situation? I thought that was a pretty interesting video. We have it if you want to show that.
Let's watch Netanyahu.
Why are you such a Netanyahu hater now?
I'm not. Listen, Carlos.
I think you're a Netanyahu hater, to be honest.
I don't like people who just have never-ending wars
That's
where they're killing
Israel.
people.
This is a historic day for the Middle East. The collapse of the Assad regime, the tyranny in Damascus, offers great opportunity, but also is fraught with significant dangers. This collapse is a direct result of our forceful action against Hezbollah and Iran, Assad's main supporters. It set off a chain reaction of all those who want to free themselves from this tyranny and its oppression. But it also means we have to take action against possible threats. One of them is the collapse of the Separation of Forces Agreement from 1974 between Israel and Syria. This agreement held for 50 years. Last night it collapsed. The Syrian army abandoned its positions. We gave the Israeli army the order to take over these positions to ensure that no hostile force embeds itself right next to the border of Israel. This is a temporary defensive position until a suitable arrangement is found. Equally, we send a hand of peace to all those beyond our border in Syria, to the Druze, to the Kurds, to the Christians, and to the Muslims who want to live in peace with Israel. We're going to follow events very carefully. If we can establish neighborly relations and a peaceful relations with the new forces emerging in Syria, that's our desire. But if we do not, we'll do whatever it takes to defend the state of Israel and the border of Israel.
Look at that. That's a great answer.
What a great answer.
That's a
He'll
great
do whatever
answer.
it takes. Oh,
It's a great
due
answer,
to
Ben.
our actions, all of a sudden we have part of Syria now. Oh, I don't know how
Listen.
that happened. And then guess what? Turkey's taking over the north part, right?
Well, somebody's
let's
got to
see
take
what's
that
left of
land.
Syria.
Listen, Scott said it perfect. Somebody's got to take that land, and he's taking over those military bases. He has to for his own safety and the safety of the country. You got to take those bases. You can't let ISIS take that shit. That's who's going to take it is ISIS. ISIS has control of Syria now. They're all ISIS soldiers. So you're going to let them take it?
Or
Fuck
Al
that.
Qaeda.
I'd be like, no
Or
way.
woke.
I'm
I
going to
don't know
go.
what
I'm
that
going to go
guy
take
is
that
now.
land. That's what
Listen,
I
you
agree
know
with
what?
him.
They're
I'm gonna go take that shit.
They're redrawing the whole Middle East. That's
Well,
what they're trying to do
Israel
now.
is the
Because
size of New
they're scared of
Jersey.
Trump. Because Trump's not going to give them a freaking open bank of
No,
use
he's
money
not.
to kill
He's
people.
not- he's not gonna do
It's not
that.
going to be, what do they call it? Where it's like, no preset credit limit or whatever.
Oh,
We're
God.
just going to be giving
Dangerous.
giving away money. Not anymore. Trump is not going to do that shit.
Not anymore, Coach.
It just makes me upset, Carlos. I'm sorry, because back in 2007,
Yep.
former General Wesley Clark revealed the U.S.'s plan after 9/11 for the Middle East. And they have been planning on redrawing the map of the Middle East for a
Yeah.
long time. And a lot of innocent people have died, especially Christians.
A lot
and
of
it's
Christians.
not right.
A lot of Christians that have died.
It's not right.
That's true. I mean, it's very tough because I know you're very, you really believe there's a lot of, U.S. influence in the Middle East, and there is. There's
It's
100%. NATO, the Nazi organization. But listen.
All I know is that a lot of people are dying.
The Christians
and that
and the
doesn't seem
Muslims.
like a Judeo-Christian value to me. That you're going around the world killing people all the time.
There's been a holy war for a long time since the beginning of time.
It's not a holy war.
It is a holy war. It's always a holy war,
demonic.
though. It's always been a holy war
demonic,
between
and
the Muslims and everybody else.
We built those terrorists.
No,
we trained
not
those
necessarily.
terrorists, and now they come back and they get pissed off at us, and now we're doing the same thing in Eastern Europe. And there's some little boy sitting
I
there
don't know
right
about
now
that.
saying revenge on the U.S. someday. That's absolutely what happened. That's where Osama bin Laden came from. We trained him.
Yeah, but
We
those
built
people
that
have been
man.
killing each other forever, though. That wasn't just because of
God.
us. Like, we didn't just come in
Listen,
and
what
create
we
these
have done
killers.
is
They've been doing it forever.
Gosh, I'm going to get in so much trouble, but I don't care. We have done so many bad things to the Middle East, and I don't like it. So many people have lost their homes, have lost their families. People are dead. It went from 20% Christian to 4% Christian. Wake up, people.
Who's
It's
killing
not
those
right.
Christians, though?
Well, if you go to the Google, you'll never find out.
We know who's killing the Christians.
I know Israel killed a lot of Christians in Palestine.
Well, I mean, the Jews did kill Christ.
I can't believe you just said that.
I'm just saying.
It was
Read the
Pontius
Bible.
Pilate.
Read
We
the
have to
Bible.
say it every week at
I mean,
Mass.
I
It
hate to
was
say it. I hate to be that
Pontius
guy. You're gonna call me Kanye in 2
No,
seconds,
it's
but
Pontius
it is the
Pilate.
truth. I mean, if you read it, they did have a choice. They said you can have Barabbas, who kills Romans, or you can have Jesus Christ, who just blesses people. We're gonna
But
take
you know what?
the
When
Roman
you-
killer.
But that's what you're
who we're gonna
supposed to,
pick.
as the United
Just
States
saying.
and having a lot of power.
Just saying.
That's one of the things you're
I
supposed
mean-
to learn. When you have a lot of power, you don't get to just wash your hands and let people die. You have to use that power to do the right thing. And what Pontius Pilate should have done was done the right thing and said, listen, guys, I'm not crucifying an innocent
Yeah.
man.
No, you're
okay?
100% right.
And we have a lot of power, and we don't use our power for the right thing. And I don't like it. Okay? We could be here all day talking about all the other evil things like the child sex trafficking and child labor that goes on.
Yeah.
But we don't have enough time for that. But
No,
let's
it's
go to
true.
the evil corporate America, things that are
Oh,
happening
the
in our
evil
own
corporate
homeland where they're
America.
killing people.
No, it's true. This is some big news. So, the United CEO was killed off by none other than Luigi Mangione.
United Healthcare CEO.
Yeah, I said that right. Didn't
You
I?
said
That's it.
United.
I thought I said United Healthcare.
Oh, I just heard United.
Oh, all right. Well, United Healthcare, there you
Right.
go, Coach. CEO was murdered in the streets of Manhattan.
Cold blood.
In Midtown Manhattan, was killed off by Luigi Mangione, which I have to say, they found this guy in the most, idiotic way. This guy, I really every time I think about it, right? So this guy is a Penn student or Penn graduate, you know, Ivy League, very bright and valedictorian of his high school class,
Of
super
his
smart dude.
private high school, $40,000 a year high school.
He 3D printed the gun that he used to kill the CEO. He's very talented, clearly, and he gets caught in McDonald's by wearing the same outfit for 3 days and goes into McDonald's with the gun, with all of this shit in his backpack. It's like, what are you doing, dude? Go through the drive-thru and change your fucking outfit.
Exactly.
I couldn't believe it.
Clothes? You can't go get a change of clothes in 3 days.
I really just could not believe it.
It doesn't make any sense.
I could not believe it.
They said they don't have any evidence on him, that the evidence that they found on him, that some of it was planted, allegedly. That's what he started yelling in court.
Well, what do you think about that? So I really, it makes you have to think, like, this guy who I also find interesting how they know so much about this guy between the motive and the his whole backstory, his whole life, everything that, you know, has led up to this moment, but they have no idea anything about the guy who shot at Trump at the Trump rally. Still
I know,
to this
6
day,
months later.
you have no idea about this guy at all.
We were shooting Southern Village when he got shot.
And
literally, we were shooting a movie when he got shot. And
but Luigi, everybody knows everything
about that man. Only that we saw him in a BlackRock commercial.
It's for real.
That's the only thing.
That's all you know about this guy. So now Luigi comes, he kills the CEO, and then they know his whole life story instantly. And they release everything, and we have tons of videos of his valedictorian speech to him at Penn, and then like it's just,
pictures
you know,
with
everything.
no shirt on, like he's Putin or something.
Yeah, I know.
He has
looking
no shirt on in the
ripped.
balance. I'm like, man, this guy's in great shape.
Looking
and I'm
ripped.
like, how the hell do you have a body like that in the back so bad? I'm
oh
sorry.
my gosh.
I'm not
Well, yeah.
buying
What
that
did you
BS.
think? That he can't have
he's just
sex.
mad. He's so mad at the healthcare industry because he hurt his back and he can't have sex. With abs like that, I'm telling you, he could still have sex, okay?
They're saying that he can't have sex.
There's no way that...
And that's why he killed him. Which,
So-
according to Alex Jones, he said, listen, that's a great reason to, you know, I get it. I mean, I'd be a little frustrated too if I didn't get the procedure done that, you know, allowed me to not have sex.
Well, I got to tell you something, Carlos. I don't buy that BS. And I don't believe that he's such a dumbass.
Yeah.
That he would be at McDonald's wearing the same clothes, goes in there with a mask, takes it off, eats lunch in the McDonald's where people could say,
Well,
who's
just-
the weirdo wearing a mask
That's
nowadays?
the most puzzling
Then he
thing.
takes it off, starts to eat the McDonald's. Oh my gosh, somebody call 911. And of course, the McDonald worker calls 911. He gets arrested. And what happens?
Well, he goes to court. We got to show the video of him, they're pulling him out of the cop
car. He's like a complete lunatic.
Yeah.
You have to watch this.
Yeah, no, we do have to show it.
This is to his extradition to New York.
Yep, in his trial.
Oh, dude, come on.
Look at him.
As completely out of touch and an insult to the intelligence of the American people and lived experience.
You see, he thinks the rest of us are smart. I love that line. It's an insult to the intelligence of the people of the United States of America. And I'm like, Luigi, not all of us were valedictorian.
I know.
Okay?
I know. I mean, watching that video where he's getting pulled out, and but it makes you think. It's almost like I get the little Zoolander vibe.
He's totally
I get a
right?
little Zoolander vibe almost, where they're like, kill the Malaysian prime minister, and then they play the music. He probably had the music in the earbuds or something, or there was a car on the street playing the music, and then he pulls out and he kills the guy. That's the actual vibe that I got. I got a little. A little Zoolander vibe action, because it just doesn't make any sense. Really, like, to kill the guy because of a back surgery or from, like, I don't know.
And
it just
he's
doesn't
also
make
from
any
a
sense.
wealthy family.
Yeah.
He spent time in Hawaii.
Right.
I mean, I have to tell you, from what I understand, allegedly, his family knows the Pelosi family, like the grandfathers or something like that from back in the day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're both from Maryland.
So you think the Pelosi's hired him to kill this guy?
Well, all I'm saying is that we have a video of something that we need you to see, that this CEO was part of a bigger picture.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh,
Oh, we're getting it. We got the video. CEO Brian Thompson.
$1 billion that was earmarked for clean tech projects at the time. This is an insane amount of money from a startup perspective. If you can even just get 1/10 of 1/10 of 1/10, you're in great shape. And we had terrific connections. So we've had people like Nancy Pelosi, TJ Glother, former Deputy Secretary of the DOE, working for us in terms of figuring out how to get a grant. We put together
What do you think about that, Coach?
Well, I think that he was in the government money game.
So
That's
you
for
think
sure.
now, do you think that project like failed and that's why they had to kill him off? Is that like your thought process? Because I don't even know like they're working together.
No, you know what I think? I think that Nancy Pelosi was nervous because he was supposed to testify that she's the queen of insider trading.
Yeah.
That's what I think. She made a lot of money.
Well, did you know that there's an app? I found this really interesting. That somebody developed an app where you can track politician stocks and what moves they make in the markets and what shares they dump and everything like that. Right. And she is like the main focus point of that app. Like everybody focuses on her and her, like, it's almost like she's invested in that app or whatever because it like tracks all of her trades. So it's interesting that you say like, oh, she's the queen of insider trading, but like everybody seems to know what her stock moves are.
Well, she always seems to make the best possible trades that there is.
All the time.
I mean, my gosh, if only we could be as smart as Paul Pelosi, who lets people into his house to bash him over the head.
Right.
But he knows how to pick every freaking stock that there is.
Knows how to pick a winner.
Exactly.
Some people are blessed, I guess.
But you know what? This guy knew that he was going to be under investigation by the DOJ.
Yeah.
Dropped all his stocks. They made a lot of money, but they never let the Fireman's Fund know. They didn't let the public know.
Them over.
And a lot of people lost a lot of money because of it.
It's true.
So
no, you're 100%
that could
right.
be it too. But allegedly, there's rumors that Nancy Pelosi was about to get into a lot of trouble had that man gone and testified. You know?
Yeah, I mean, well, listen, that's Nobody kills people more than the Clintons. The Clintons are famous for that. So maybe she took a page out of Bill's playbook or Hillary's playbook and said, "Hey, how do you do that? Let me, what do you do? Well, you play this music and then they just kill people."
That's what I think. I think she watched Zoolander and had an idea.
She was sitting on the couch with Paul, holding an ice pack on his head. And she even had to get
a model-looking guy.
Yeah.
Because you see the way the women are like throwing themselves at this Luigi guy. They're like, Luigi,
it's true.
Luigi.
Oh my God. No, it's true. Yeah. It literally is Zoolander. It's real life Zoolander.
It is. I mean, the guy looks like a model and they did something that he seems like a wackadoo now. But you know what? In this country, you're either on one side.
Yep.
You either feel like he's a complete killer, horrible person.
Yep.
Or you feel like this guy's a hero. Like there's like two sides of what's going on with this Maggione.
In the 1970s, in a dying confession, Werner von Braun confided in Dr. Carol Rosen about what was to come. Oh. An agenda had to be rolled out over the next 50 plus years.
And look at his picture.
The final card, a fake alien invasion.
That's what I'm saying. It's the government trying to gaslight all of us. I totally agree with you, Thor.
Damn, Thor.
Thor,
he knows God of Thunder.
That's what I'm sensing. This is like they're trying to gaslight us one more time. They can't do another virus.
This will lead to stricter surveillance, state, and more government control than the sickness brought us. That's intense. This is an intense
Thor,
theory.
Is this going to all be in the name of safety?
Yeah,
they're all going to be protecting us in the name of safety, right? We need to keep you safe from the alien invasion.
It's true.
So everybody, give up every right that you have, right? Is that how they're going to keep us safe?
That must be how. That must be it. That must be it, Coach. But I mean, this whole CEO thing. It really just puzzles me. I think it just doesn't make any sense that, the person who shot Trump, they got a couple whacks at him and then nobody knows anything about him.
No.
It disappears. Like nobody talks about it anymore. It's complete, BS. And then this guy kills the CEO. He's such an idiot that he gets caught in the McDonald's. Mm-hmm. And then now, everybody knows everything there is to know about him. And it just doesn't, I don't know. It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't sit right with me.
And he's also a hero to half the country. Half the country thinks he's so great for killing this guy. And then the other half of the country is like, no, he's a cold-blooded killer. So it's tough. It really is tough. I agree with you. The spiritual war is going to increase as the inauguration gets.
Night with the moon out the door in the sky.
Why are you laughing? I like the moon.
I like the Thor. Dude, this guy Thor, man. I love it. Thor, I appreciate you popping in the chat and letting us know some wisdom there, Thor. I appreciate you. That's an interesting fun fact in the 1970s with Werner von Braun. I didn't even know about that.
I didn't know about that either.
I thought that was an interesting fact.
Let me tell you, that's why the internet is so important because you learn so much. You know, it's so important to have that community on X, on TikTok, and on Rumble.
It's true.
It is the best community. I
love
actually
Rumble.
belong to
You love
Locals
Rumble?
as well. Oh, I love Rumble.
Yeah.
Love it.
I know you do like Locals. Yeah, you are a big fan of Locals, and we appreciate everybody who tunes in from Locals. But I mean, Coach, with all this like division, I mean, we talk about division all the time, and that's been like a big vocal point. And now you have the country divided with Luigi. You know, oh, is Luigi a hero for killing that piece of shit who, you know, denies people MRIs unless they get 6, physical therapy sessions? Or, you know, is, you know, it's not right. You can't gun people down in the middle of the road. You know, it's like a moral dilemma. And then you have the whole Daniel Penny thing. It's like the same thing.
Yeah.
It's the same exact thing where, oh, was Daniel in the right for strangling that guy?
You have
or
such a
taking him out?
divided country. It's like some people think he's a hero.
Yeah.
And other people think he's a villain.
Right.
And he's a horrible person. You know?
Well, what was that? The Black Lives Matter guy that said that they needed to do like a vigilante?
Yeah, but you know what?
After the whole Daniel Penny thing?
I think he really sounded foolish.
I think he
have to
sounded
be
like an
honest
idiot
with you.
too. I agree with you.
You know, I mean, if you watch the video,
Yeah.
there were a lot of black people helping Daniel Penny.
Right.
Like, right? Isn't that his name? Daniel Penny?
Yeah.
They were helping him.
Right.
They were helping to, you know, get that guy under control.
Mm-hmm.
When you go on a train and you say somebody's dying on this train tonight, it's a problem.
By the way, I didn't look up this information on the internet. I was there. Oh. Holy shit.
Oh, gosh.
Thor.
Oh, gosh.
Thor teasing us a little bit in the chat
Oh, my gosh,
right now.
Thor, maybe perhaps you could message us and
He
then
was
we could
a
learn
time
some more
traveler.
information that you might know.
Maybe
know.
he's a time traveler. You know, they say that there's time travelers like that walk amongst us.
My sister used to listen to a podcast, the Time Traveler podcast.
Yeah,
and
maybe people walk amongst us right now.
Florida was like our own, like we had our own little country. We had the Florida militia that the country breaks up. And I said, listen, I want to stay the United States of America.
Yeah.
I really do. I love this country so much. I'd be devastated if we broke apart as a nation.
It would be devastating. It would really rock everybody to the core. But honestly, though, at some point, you got to say enough is enough, right?
No, this is United States
Enough
of
is
America. Listen, I pray every day for this country. Every day.
You do pray for this country every day, and that's
I want
why
there
I
to
said.
be an illumination of consciousness where we all wake up, where people aren't like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't think it's right to just go and kill the CEO in the street. I don't.
You don't think
I'm
it's right?
pissed off that I have to be like $1,000 out of pocket before I'm going to be able to get an MRI, and
Yeah.
I think it's evil.
That is evil.
And for years, I was very sick because we couldn't afford for me to see a doctor at all.
Message retracted. He pulled all his messages out of the chat.
Thor.
I see it on my screen because I'm in the studio mode. It says message retracted.
Oh, that's interesting.
That is interesting, right? Isn't that weird? That's crazy. No, but
this is spooky.
This is. I'm telling you, Thor is a. I'm telling you, he's a time traveler. This guy.
Well,
and
this is
he knows. I
spooky,
called
make
him
the right
out, and he
play.
was like, "I got to get out of here." This guy knows.
And he's make the right play. He made the right play.
He
and
made the right
retracted
play.
all his comments.
He did, yeah, because then he would be caught forever. Trapped.
The time traveler.
Thor, I know what's
he's
going
probably
on.
one
man.
of those drones.
Yeah, maybe he is.
That's
Maybe
his profile
maybe there are a bunch of
picture.
time travelers in the UFOs in the drones.
Oh my gosh, that's the best theory yet. They're time travelers in the pods.
Holy shit!
And
Everybody,
the UAPs.
we got them. We got them. We figured it out. They're time travelers. They're people from the future. Maybe they're sending us a warning sign or something like what's that movie? Interstellar. You know, when Matthew McConaughey gets caught behind the bookcase, he's banging like, "Don't go." Yeah, it's a sad movie.
That's
You guys should check it
true.
out though.
Well,
Interstellar's awesome.
To speak, you know how we all have two different opinions?
Yeah.
Guess what happened to Soto?
Oh, I know the Soto thing. Yeah, that's the biggest. That's the big sports news of the weekend. Juan Soto leaves the Yankees to go to the Mets, and you know, I talked about it a little bit with all the baseball fans and all the people, you know, that obviously went to me because they like to throw it in my face. You know. Honestly, he didn't want to be a Yankee, and that's what it came down to. You know, the Yankees offered him 16 years at $760 million, and the Mets offered him 15 years at $765 million. So for $5 million extra, one less year, he chose to go to the Mets. And it's just like, listen, the Mets are career losers. They'll always be losers. They suck. They still. I'm putting it. I told my friends. I said bookmark it. They're still not going to win the World Series. I guarantee that. The Mets are just losers. They're just like the Jets. So Met fans,
like the Jets.
enjoy it. I mean, you guys are still going to suck. I guarantee it. You guys won't make the playoffs, and you're just losers. And I'm sorry. Like, I hope you guys enjoy it. And Soto, enjoy sucking in Citi Field, because the Citi Field will never be Yankee Stadium, and the vibes will never be the same. And you traded it out to go to shit field and Queens. So good luck with that. I hope that works out for you. And Judge took less money to be a Yankee, and that's why he's captain. You know, he could have gotten 415 from the Padres. He settled at 365, and he's a Yankee. So I'm happy. We got our guy.
That's how
we
I
got
look
our
at
we
it.
got our El Capitan. So I'm a happy man.
You don't want to be a Yankee, you can go.
And we
It's
just
okay.
signed yesterday. Actually, we just signed the ace from the Braves. The Braves' #1 pitcher. We took him for 8 years. So we got 3 really good pitchers between Cole, this guy Max Fried, and then Carlos Rondon. So we got some good pitching. So, you know, I'm happy. I think the Yankees are going to be just fine. I hope you start using some of these young guys. We have Jason Dominguez, who's an unbelievable prospect. He's really, 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 really good. I'd like to see him get more reps in the big team, and he could play left field, put Judge back in right field, and let's roll. I think we're going to be just fine. I'm really not stressing about it.
I agree.
I'm really not stressed about it. Soto can kiss my ass.
Everybody who leaves the Yankees, for the most part, they regret it.
Yeah. And what was the other thing I was going to say that I thought was interesting for all the Southerners down here? Alabama not in the college football playoff for the first time. So suck on that, losers. How are you living? I mean, that's what
they get for after what happened to the Knowles last year.
Yeah, so they're out of the playoffs. They're actually playing Michigan in Tampa Bay on New Year's Eve. They're doing the ReliaQuest Bowl or something.
Who is?
Michigan and Alabama are playing in a bowl game on New Year's Eve. So Michigan's going to stomp on your throat again, and it's 2 years in a row where you're just going to be living in sorrow. So how you living, SEC fans? But Coach, awesome show. We had a lot of fun stuff talking about the UFOs.
That was fun.
I mean, that's the biggest thing. All you people in New Jersey and in the Northeast, keep your eye in the sky. Let us know. Send us videos. I mean, if you follow us on Facebook, or you have our Facebook page, or you're on Twitter, you see us on Twitter, send us some videos. We want to see what you guys are seeing out there. I would love to see some cool videos from all you Northeast people. I think it'd be awesome.
If you're on an airplane, send us your videos.
If you're on an airplane and you're flying into
flies by.
Newark Airport and you look out the window and you see 50 drones, send us a pic. Let us see. Because I think it's really interesting. I mean, I can't believe there's so much gray around this drone thing. It really makes you think, like, what the hell are you hiding from us with these guys?
Time travelers.
Time travelers. Maybe that's
Time
it.
travelers.
Maybe
I think we
that's it.
solved it, to be honest with you.
I think you're 100% right. I think it's time travelers too. That's the vibe I'm getting. Well, anyway, Coach, it's been a blast. Everybody, thank you so much for hanging out. We had a very lively chat between the time traveler. Chris was in here. Paige, that's Trump's drones, or rather Peter Thiel's drones. I'm not even going to engage with that. Rico, thank you so much. Again, a wonderful, wonderful weekend. We had a blast doing Southern Village.
It was fantastic. I really
It was
loved
really
it.
awesome. Scott Villa, as always, in the chat, hanging out with us. See if we got any fans in the Rumble side. No, Rumble chat is always pretty dead. I don't know why. Rumble fans, get involved in the chat. We want to hear from you guys. But thank you so much, guys. It's been a blast. Same time, same place next week. You know where to find us. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, share. Get us out there. We want to hear from you guys. And again, have a wonderful evening. And we'll see you guys next week. Same time, same place. And as always, stay thirsty, my friends.